Our season started off with an absolute bang, a 4-1 win in the Super Cup. I said we may never win this trophy again, but we absolutely did. Wolfsburg were not the team that they were. They won the Europa League, but they're not as good as my Aris side. Look at the ticker tape and firework time. A big trophy to add to the trophy cabinet in our first game of the season. This season's transfer window was trying to get as many Greek players into the club as we possibly could. We got in Sayatonas, Mantas and Mavropanos, and I couldn't refuse Kubo on a free, although he is Japanese. Mavropanos is one of the Greek players I've wanted for a long time. He's 31 years of age. He's already played 3 games for the club. It's trying to get him fit. Honestly, his stamina is awful. He plays 1 game, he's half fit for the next game. I need to build him up, build up the training, and hopefully at 31 years of age I can build some stamina in the lad. But I'm excited about the 2 young players that we signed. Aris Sayatonas has been absolutely quality for us. 3 goals in 7 games. Yes, he's playing in the best team in the league, but he has almost played 150 games for Atramitos and scored 34 goals for them. He's going to get into the Greek team more regularly now as we are Greek manager as well. His stats are fairly good and he's one of the best young Greek players we could have bought. Also, Nikos Mantas, we took a bit of a gamble on him, probably paid a little bit too much, but we're trying to spread the wealth around the league as well to make the other clubs richer. He is a backup player for us. He comes off the bench. He does fairly well. Will I say he'd be the best Greek striker ever? No, but he probably will be a national team backup player at some point. I'm excited about the signings that we've made, and we lost some players as well. We sold Marcus Leonardo. Samad Bazdar is the big one who went out. He just wasn't doing it for us. He wasn't getting in the team. He played 90 games for us. Was a very good player, but he went to the Middle East to earn big money on 56 grand a week. We couldn't afford that sort of wage. Did well at Girona on loan, but we say goodbye sadly to Samad Bazdar, as well as Andre, a player we bought for 65k. Never played a game for us, and we sold him to Porto for decent money, to be honest, and I'm sure he'll develop very well at Porto. Looks like a very decent player in my humble opinion. Let's see how we get on for the rest of the 29-30 season. Coming into the January transfer window, we were smashing it across the board. We are top of the league, top of the Champions League, and obviously we won the Super Cup, as you've already seen. And we're through to the quarterfinals in the Greek Cup, playing Panathinaikos. Again, domestically, it should be all pretty much straightforward, but this is where it starts to get interesting. We're starting to lose a few players. We lost Daisuke Narita on a free transfer to Wolfsburg. He didn't want to sign a new contract. And yeah, it's a big miss because he was going to be our future left back. So we're going to have to go in search of a future left back. But the ones that are getting interesting are wanted players like Vindal is wanted from the Middle East. And he's looking like he potentially wants to go as well. So our whole left side could be taken away in this transfer window. Other players that could be on their way out are Job Bellingham. He's not been at the football club for that long. He's played 73 games, but he is now going to be out of the football club, going to the Middle East. Ben Rondame is being unsettled by Middle Eastern clubs as well. We need the experienced Tunisian, but he could be also on his way out of the football club. Other players, Libor Bednar is one player who is definitely on his way out. He's been a bit accepted by Bayern Munich, £21 million for the Czech international, and he doesn't want to sign a new contract with the club. He's going to sign for Bayern Munich, but the biggest one, and the one that I am worried about the most, is Guillermo Massari. He is being wanted by Real Madrid, won't sign a new contract with us. Only £17 million minimum release fee for the Argentinian wonder kid, one of the best new gens on the game. Can we survive this window? Can we keep our players, or will our squad be absolutely massacred going into the second half of the season? The January transfer window was a lot worse than what I had anticipated. As you can see, we lost Restes, the goalkeeper. Bednar, as you saw, was going to go anyway. Bilal El Kanous has gone. Massari's gone. Vindal's gone. And Ben Rondame has gone as well, including Joe Bellingham in that as well, is also going out on loan to Atletico Madrid. I can't believe it. The board accepted bids for Restes, for Kanous, for Massari, for Vindal, and for Ben Rondame, selling all of our best players. It's going to be a struggle. How will it affect the rest of our season? I don't know, but their replacements are Recep Terzi comes in from Copenhagen. The centre-back can play across the back line and can play in the middle of the park as well. He's a bit of a utility man, and he's a Danish international already. So he brings plenty experience. He was a big fee for us, £16 million. Restes' replacement is young goalkeeper Leonardo Buri. We had to sign him at the end of the season. I mean, the end of the transfer window, in fact. And yeah, he's got great one-on-ones, good reflexes and good handling. He's going to be a world-class sweeper goalkeeper, the 21-year-old Brazilian. He's already played one game for us, conceded 2 goals, but we did win that game, 5-2. Other players that we've brought in are to strengthen up the middle of the park. We've gone Danish again. Christian Ugesta. He came in from Miataland. Miataland produced so many great wonder kids on Football Manager. And this guy is looking like he could be another one of those type of players. He can play in through the spine of the team, not as centre-back, but maybe as he progresses through the save, maybe he could drop back into centre-back at an older age. And then we've got Christian Krogsdal, a friend of his, 13 caps for the Danish national side as well, bringing that experience to the team. A lot of Danes in this team now. We've gone from having Argentinians to having Danes. I mean, the non-EU stuff really does help. They're 2 good replacements for 2 central midfield players that left the football club as well. Vindal's replacement was Lucas Godoy, a 19-year-old Argentine new gen with plenty of pace coming in from Racing Club in Argentina. He's got a lot of potential and a lot of talent. He's got good stamina, good pace, great teamwork. His tackling technique we will improve. He is only 19 years of age, but he will be a key man for this Aris squad for this season. Dino Arnautovic came in on a deadline day bid of £5 million from Dynamo Zagreb in Croatia. He is going to be Bilal's replacement. He isn't the best. He could be just a one-season wonder. 25 caps, 3 goals for Bosnia. He was on the next-gen list last year in the 40s, so he's not the best talent, but it was all we could get, and we needed another body. It just has to be done. He scored on his debut, so he's made a good start, to be fair to him. I think that's not bad. Longer term, up front, to replace Masari, we've gone for Nicolas da Silva. He wanted to go back on loan to Nacional in Uruguay. He's got plenty of pace, good finishing, great off the ball. Needs to work on his work rate, which we'll get up when we bring him to the club. But long term, he is the replacement for Guillermo Masari. Will these transfers dampen our season? Will they make us underachieve? Or will these players be just as good as the ones we've lost? Let's find out. In the Champions League, we had progressed well. We played Napoli in the round of 16, and the goal from Kubo put us through to play Milan. Against Milan, we were on fire, beating them 3-2 in the first leg and drawing 1-1 to progress to the semi-finals for the 3rd season in a row. The pick of the goals here was from Savic. We came up against our former players, Guillermo Masari and Restes at Real Madrid, and we had an iconic night at the Bernabeu, coming away with a 1-0 victory as Savic tapped it past Restes after an unlikely mistake from him. And that set up a tense second leg as Real Madrid went in front with a goal by Vinicius Jr. from a set play. Nicholas Jackson winning the ball back, Boscali assisting, Jr. with an absolutely unbelievable assist to take it into extra time. And at the depth of extra time, we found an extra gear, and it was the young man from Greece, Sayatonis, to put us into the final, which is taking place in Greece, where we play PSG. As the boys were coming out for the final, they knew destiny was in their own hands. The first time we could do back-to-back Champions League and cement ourselves as the best team in Europe against the second best team in PSG. Can we overpower the overpowered Ninja Turtle side and create history for Aris? The breakthrough for Aris came in the 17th minute when Kubo and Godoy combined on the left-hand side. Kubo cutting inside, taking a shot and hit Ugarte, deflected past Donnarumma to make it 1-0. PSG, however, was not to be denied as they whipped in a corner and there was a scuffle in the box. Lamar Yamal whipped the ball in the net to make it 1-1. There was drama in the last minute as Arachi picked out Justo, and Justo rifled it past Donnarumma to win it in extra time for Aris. And Justo again is the man in the final to do it for this football club. The Samuel Justo final part 2 brings us back-to-back Champions League for the first time and cements our place as the best team in Europe, beating PSG. This is an unbelievable achievement for the football club, an unbelievable game, and an unbelievable way to end our Champions League season. But how did we get on domestically? Could we follow this up with domestic success? And can these be the last trophies we ever win with Aris? Domestically, we were cleaning up again as we secured the Greek title yet again, and we secured it yet again against our biggest rivals, PAOK. Their fans must be so sick of seeing us lift the trophy either at their stadium or at our stadium. The league title is secured. The Greek Cup final was upon us, and it was a chance to win everything again domestically, and we played against our arch rivals, PAOK. We'd won the league at home against PAOK, and we were looking to clean up domestically against them in this game and see ticker tape and firework time against our rivals for the umpteenth time. The breakthrough came in the 48th minute when Muchka was marauding down the wing, found Gyökeres, and he tapped it in to put us in front. The second goal came from an absolute banger from Sotiris Alexandropoulos as Savic set him up. He squared it and he blasted it into the back of the net to put the final out of sight for PAOK. But there was late drama as the Greek man Konstantinos come on for a ball from Despodov and finessed it past Bury to make it 2-1 and squeaky bum time. PAOK gave it their best shot in this game, but we just wasn't to be denied domestically, and no one stacks up to us, and we win the Greek Cup and League double again for about the 6th or 7th time. It is unbelievable the way that we have dominated this save domestically. Will this be the last set of trophies we win domestically as Aris manager as we head into the World Cup with Greece? To round off this episode, we were drawn in a World Cup group, which looks very, very easy to us. Costa Rica shouldn't be an issue. We've beat Czechia before, and the Ivory Coast are a decent side, but they are not the best. But I will round up the rest of the World Cup draw before we get into the next episode, which is a special World Cup episode. Can we win the World Cup with Greece? You'll find out on the next episode. But for now, the groups are Group A, Iran, Morocco, New Zealand, Turkey is a nothing group. You've got Belgium, Guinea, Paraguay, USA. Our group, you've got Congo, England, South Korea, and Trinidad and Tobago. Another nothing group, Albania qualified for the World Cup with Argentina, Cameroon, and Denmark. Antigua and Barbuda qualified for the World Cup. Don't ask me how they've done that, but what an achievement that is. Ecuador, France, Switzerland. That's a tricky group. Iraq, Mali, Norway, Uruguay. Netherlands, Spain, Tunisia, Uzbekistan. Algeria, Japan, Panama, and Portugal is a tough group. One of those 3 teams is going to go out. China, Colombia, Italy, Nigeria. It's another easy group there. Chile, Germany, Mexico, and Saudi Arabia. I feel sorry for the Saudis. They've got a tough ass there. Australia, Brazil, Senegal, Serbia. Looks like the group of death. And I will see you on the next episode. Comment below how you feel like we're going to do at the World Cup.